Hey guys, I did my interview on a person that my boyfriend actually works with. It's my boyfriend's co-worker's wife. She actually works at a animal hospital in Stowe. Her name is Tracy Carmer, and she is a veterinary assistant and a receptionist. She has been working at that animal hospital for 10 years. But she's actually been in the field for 15 years. So she decided that she wanted to work with animals one day because she's always had animals. First off, she loves animals as well, which I guess you need that to be able to work with animals. And she said she grew up from across the street from a farm, so she had a pet one day and she took it into the vet, and she asked the people who worked there what she needed to be qualified for to get a job there. And they really told her, there's no qualifications to be a receptionist or to be an assistant back in that time. So she applied and she got the job, and ever since then she's just been learning all this stuff from there. She never went to school, but she has learned everything, she said, from that we would learn in school, which I think is great. That they taught her that, and she got to experience it all. I asked her what her daily tasks or responsibilities are. She said that she basically is the right hand of the doctor. She takes the history of the pets, so she gets weight if they're sick. If they're sick, she takes the temperatures. She also protects the doctor by restraining the animals, making sure that she has full control of the animals so that it can't run away or try to bite the doctor when she's doing the physical exam. She draws blood. She does x-rays. She preps for surgery. And she, like I said, keeps the pet in control mostly. I asked her what her typical day is like, what her typical hours are. She said that she works, the hospital that she works at, they're open 7 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday and Saturday, they're open 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Sundays, it's kind of like only one doctor's there and one technician is there, so if there's an emergency, someone can call them and they can come in, but it's not really, I guess, open like with hours. You just call in if you have an emergency. But she says she normally works 7 to 3, but sometimes she'll work all over the place. Like tonight she worked till 10 o'clock, so she picked up an extra shift, but she said she normally works 7 to 3. I asked her what she liked most about her job, and she says the people that she works with, that feels like family. They all get along very well. They're very nice, easy to work with. She also likes to see the animals, like puppies and kittens. She loves to play with them when they come in. She likes to help and cure sick animals, I guess you could say cure, make them feel better. It just makes her feel great to be able to help the animals that come in sick. I asked her what her least favorite part of the job is, and she said the euthanasia, which I kind of guessed that that's what it was going to be, because myself, I find that going to be a hard thing for me to get over as well. But she said, you can't dwell on it or it will eat you alive, which I get that too. It's like anything else in life that's sad, you can't dwell on it or it will eat you alive. But you just kind of get over it after so many times. It is difficult, but you learn to live with it as time goes on. I asked her what her most stressful part of her job was. She said that when they get really busy and backed up, they'll get antsy clients out in the waiting room wanting to know when their dog's coming out or if their cat's okay. She said that's kind of a high stressful part because everything's going on at once and everyone wants to know what's going on, and you can't really give out answers yet because maybe you don't know what's going on yet, or the doctor hasn't got to them yet. There's many things that could be going on. She just said when they're busy, it's very stressful. I asked her how she deals with difficult parts of her job. She says that she just tries to speed things up when they are busy. She'll make sure that she can do whatever she can to the best of her ability to help everybody out, make sure everything goes smoothly as possible. Whenever there's something that's out of her control, like maybe a bill adjustment or something that was overcharged on someone's account, she'll maybe grab the manager, have them also look at the situation, and usually it can get fixed with the manager, but she tries to push things along as if it were a normal day when they are busy. I asked her what the most important skills for this job are, and she said being able to handle the animal, most importantly, to make sure that it doesn't hurt anybody, and to keep everyone safe. She said that's the most important thing that she does, and also, talking to the clients as well, and being able to work with everybody as well. I asked her what sort of personalities or characteristics are best suited for the job. She said you have to be really outgoing and have a love for animals. Now, it's going to be kind of hard if you don't love animals to want to work with animals, so I would say that would be a really good thing. And outgoing also, because you do have a lot of, people think that they go into this field not having to talk to anybody or have to deal with people because, veterinary technicians work with animals. Wrong. I mean, you do work with animals, but you also talk to the clients, and you also talk to your vet, you also talk to other veterinary technicians, so you do have a lot of communication with humans as well. I asked her what she had wished she'd known about before she got into the field, and she really didn't have anything specific. She had to think for a second because she didn't really know. Then she brought up the euthanasia part again. If she had known about that, maybe it would kept her from going on with the career, but she said even at that, it's not that bad. It's like one thing out of a whole bunch of other things that she can handle. So she said it's more of a rewarding job than it is a sad part of the job, because in the end she knows that she's helping the sick animals. If they're sick, then she's euthanizing them because their quality of life it would be better for them in the long run. I asked her if she had any advice for me for future, and she just had said, I'll make sure that I learn everything and absorb everything that's been shown to me, because in the end that will help me the most. I'll learn everything by asking questions and making sure I really listen to what they have to tell me when they are explaining things to me. And I asked her if she would like to share any kind of like special story. She did tell me a really, really great story. So she said about 4 or 5 years ago, she had somebody had called, brought their animal, and it was a dog. She specifically told me the name Samantha is the dog's name. So this dog was a shop dog. The owner had owned a car shop, and he had accidentally ran over his dog. Very sad. And so they brought the dog Samantha, into the animal hospital. And she said it was so sad. The dog looked like it was almost dead. So the veterinary team, including her, Tracy, they made sure the dog was comfortable, Samantha was comfortable, and she stayed overnight for a few days, so she was there to help with the animal for the few days that she was there. And when the dog left, she said she was still limping. She looked horrible still, but she had the surgery done to where she can walk again, and the owner never took her to the orthopedic therapy that she needed. So they were kind of like, they weren't sure how she was gonna be after so long. But I guess Tracy says on her morning coffee run to the gas station, she sees this man every once in a while, and she'd just seen him a few weeks ago, and he went up to her and he was like, "Hey, yeah, Samantha's out in the car. You should come see her if you'd like." And so she went and seen her, and Samantha jumped out of the car and was loving all over her, licking her, so wagging her tail. She was up and walking around perfectly fine. Very happy to see her, and she said it was rewarding to be able to see that Samantha was okay and was able to walk again and looked perfectly fine, like nothing had ever happened to her. So I thought that was a very good story. You know, whenever you can witness animals being in complete down and not very good health, coming back up to great health, back to normal, I think that's a very rewarding feeling, and I think that's what I'm going to be getting the most out of being a veterinary technician and working in the field. So yeah, I'm really excited to finish my schooling and getting into the field, and this interview had just helped me a lot more in realizing what I'm going to have to deal with and what to look forward to. Thanks for watching my video. Have a great night.